What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another live edition of the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel and as well over on our Twitch channel. Twitch is finally working again. About darn time. What is going on, everyone? It is Tuesday, August the 8th, 2023. And like I mentioned moments ago, this is the Raw Rundown here on the Around the Point Network. What is going on, everyone? I hope you're all having a good day. Enjoying the beginning of your week, all that fun stuff. And what's going on, everyone? I am that Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire. I am Steve. I'm here joined by my happy friend here, Big Mike. What's going on, buddy?
What's up, man? Yeah, every day is happy when you get to come home from work.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I get that. I understand. I can understand work at times can be very grueling, very annoying. Today was my first day back at work.
They miss you?
Not quite. I mean, it's not like, oh my god, where are you? Nah, they don't do that. Like some people knew I went to SummerSlam. Like my supervisor, like my manager, like, oh, how was SummerSlam, bro? He's a casual fan. He's a casual, wrestling fan.
Yeah.
Right. So he asked me how was SummerSlam and all that stuff. I told him it was great. And I told him, and still, bro, I told you Roman Reigns was gonna win. Man, I've been knowing that, man. Hey, man. It's okay, bro. It's okay. But yeah, man, just basically that. And basically, again, back to work, back to the usual flow of things. Yeah, man, I'm just excited, bro. Be back at work and back to embracing the grind and all that stuff, bro.
I dreaded going back to work. I was like, screw that.
You went back today?
Huh?
You went back today or yesterday?
I went back yesterday.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, bro.
I should have came back today, but I went back yesterday. Yeah.
Hey, man, at least you're working, bro. At least you're working. There's some mother flowers out there who can't even, are still looking out there, but there's some people. There's some folks out there, who are on the outside looking in, tapping the window, while it rains. But that's besides the point. I hope again all of you are having a wonderful day. And reading the comments here as well. What's going on, Safet? Hope you're doing well. What's going on, Armand? Hope you're doing awesome as well, brother. Safet Racer. By the way, the WWE UFC merger is about to be done in mid to late September of this year. That's crazy. Can't wait to hear more about that as we get close to that time, that stuff. Armand writes here, today was my first day back to work as well. I was at Metallica at MetLife Friday and Sunday, so I needed yesterday to recover. I hope you enjoyed yourself, bro. I know sometimes going to MetLife can be a very, very pain in the you-know-what, considering traffic. Normally, when I go, I take the train.
Yeah.
That's, of course, but
Metallica will be here next week.
Ford Field?
Ford Field, yep.
Sold out.
Sold out, pretty much.
You going?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Just thought I would ask. I did enjoy it. That's awesome, bro. I'm happy that you enjoyed yourself, man. Happy that you enjoyed yourself. Mike, at the same time, I'm going through Twitter as well. I'm trying to, hear the news, what's the update? What's the update? If you get what I'm saying. So far, nothing, man.
Yeah, they probably the deliberations are going to take longer.
Oh, it's over.
You didn't find nothing.
Yeah, I did. Per World Star Hip Hop.
That's not reputable.
According to reports, Tory Lanez has been sentenced to 10 years for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion after a Los Angeles party in 2020. I'm sorry. 10 years is way too much, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You're seeing it right now, right? You're seeing it right now.
USA Today.
10 years, bro. But Mike, Monday Night Raw last night. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just looking.
Okay. I just thought,
I'll be back in a few seconds, though. Just give me like 2 minutes, but you could keep talking.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, again, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media, wherever it is that you share videos. You're back? Okay. Oh my goodness, look at me. I'm big as fuck on this cam. Holy shit. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. You can follow the Around the Point Network, Twitter handle or X, right, over at AT Point Network. So much to get into with this episode of Monday Night Raw from last night. This was the post SummerSlam show. So a lot of people going into this show, let's just be honest here, didn't really expect much. Going into the show. But nonetheless, the show, in my opinion, I don't know the opinion of others, but I thought it was overall ended up being a very, very good show. Who would have thunk it, right? Holy crap, they actually pulled off a good episode of Monday Night Raw. Who would have thought? Seriously, who seriously would have thought that, right? They pulled off a good episode. They gave you advancement in storylines. They gave you an amazing fatal four-way between Chad Gable, Tommaso Ciampa, Matt Riddle, and who else was in this match? Like I mentioned before, and Ricochet. Holy crap. I'm mad I just forgot about him. But yeah, they gave you that. And again, it was an amazing fatal four-way. They gave you this good promo back and forth between LA Knight and The Miz. They gave you a match between Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. But other than that, overall, it was a good episode of Monday Night Raw. And then they gave you that ending, right? When you thought, hey, it's going to be Cody and Rollins, they're going to go at it for the title. And instead, they threw the whole like monkey wrench at the end with Shinsuke Nakamura. Overall, like I said before, I thought Raw was a very, very good show. Give me your thoughts in the comment threads or in the chat here as well. Your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. What did you like? What did you not like? And all that stuff. If you have questions as well, feel free to drop in your questions down below in the comment threads or in the chat here of the stream, and we'll get into this as well. I'm just waiting on Mike to come on back here, and we can begin the review for all that it is again from Monday Night Raw. But again, guys, if you have questions, feel free to drop in your questions. If you missed it yesterday, myself, Big Mike, and Walter were live here on Steve's Kitchen, where we talked about our whole weekend in Detroit, and we even did literally late Sunday night. We did ATP Dominion. And later on tonight here on the channel, we're going to do ATP Raw here on the channel around 10 p.m. time. So make sure, again, you come on back here at 10 p.m. for the live episode here of ATP Raw here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. A lot to get in there as well. And Big Mike is now back. We are joined here by Big Mike as well. Big Mike, welcome back, bro.
Welcome.
Yes, man. I'm already seeing the breaking news, man. It's a travesty, man. It's a flipping
10 years.
travesty.
10 years, man.
10 years, man. It's ridiculous, yo. This is ridiculous. But you know what? I'm pretty sure he has music in the can for worth of 10 years, right? He has to have, right?
Not 10 years worth of music. He probably has like maybe 3.
That's fair enough.
But
I mean,
he's not Tupac. Tupac probably had 10 years worth of music. He had like 10,000 hours worth of music.
yeah. But Big Mike, your overall thoughts on Monday Night Raw?
Monday Night Raw was real enjoyable. It was paced well. I loved what we saw, what we got out of it. I love some of the booking choices, I guess. Maybe that other people didn't like, maybe. And yeah. And we also got some breaking news on Raw as well about a certain couple that's now a couple.
You think so, bro? You think they're a legitimate couple, or they're just trolling everybody?
No, they're a legitimate couple on TV.
Man, I don't know, man.
No, that's all I care about. I don't care if they screw in real life. I don't care about that. I care about the on screen.
I mean, Dom, that'd be a flex though.
Even though it'll probably be another case because in wrestling, when art imitates life, some people's hearts can get broken.
Yeah, that is true. That is
true. Be mindful that what we see on screen, I don't know if there's any limitations still, or if she just gave them the okay to say, hey, you can say he's my boyfriend, I'm his girlfriend type deal. But yeah, they doubled down. They said it, doubled down, and then on social media tripled down. So it's the truth. Got a pop out of me and Romeo.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Again, it will be a flex though. It would be a flex if he is in real. Imagine though. I'm just saying, but that's beside the point. Again, I thought the show overall, for my liking, again, it was an enjoyable show. Who'd have thought, right? The old man goes away for surgery. There's this whole search warrant thing, and Paul is back in control, man. Our boy Paul, Big Mike, one half of our investors is back in control, man. He took over the driving seat again, man. See how it's different the show feels when our one half of our investor takes over the show, man. Monday Night Raw, that is.
Hey, man, Paul's doing a great job. He's always done a great job. He's going to continue to do a great job.
Yes. Like, I agree with Ron. We need them to kiss to cement the deal.
It's coming.
And we're not talking about that little peck on the lip. We need that deep, like, romance kiss. You know what I mean? Like in the movies, like the ending of the movie when the guy finally gets the girl that he wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some neck roll action. Some neck roll action.
You ever watch Small Soldiers?
No.
Fuck. To quote Romeo, never seen it. Fuck. All right, Spider-Man 1. The first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire.
The upside down kiss with Mary Jane.
Or Kirsten Dunst, yeah, and Tobey Maguire. Like that we need. That in the rain, like this passion, just that's what we need,
Okay.
But yeah, man, Buddy Matthews in the mud right now. He's not fit in the mud, but he's in the mud. If
They better hope they don't face the Acclaim soon. House of Black. Because Max Caster is going to sink his teeth deep into this buffoonery to the point where he's going to be really in a shoot.
Could very well be. But we kicked off the show, Big Mike. Mike, by the way, Raw was live from Minneapolis, Minnesota, which, again, I thought was a crime.
Minnesota!
To me, it was a crime. To me, Raw should have been in Detroit. If you're not going to get SmackDown, at least get Raw in Detroit. The post-Raw after SummerSlam. Almost a SmackDown. I don't know why. It almost rolled off the tongue. But I felt like Raw should have been in Detroit at the Little Caesars at least. But you get what you get. We kicked off the show with Cody Rhodes, the Road Coaster. My boy, your boy, everyone's boy, Cody. After defeating Brock Lesnar in a grueling match to the point where Cody made Brock rip his shorts.
Yeah. Hey, you got one of your balls hanging out. Just to let you know.
Yeah, you seen that? You seen that, right? They have like a PNG of Paul like he's moving, talking. Hey, your ball hanging out your shirt to let you know. It was hilarious, bro. You seen? You ever watch Hey Arnold back in the day? I'm sure you did, right? Hey Arnold back in the
Yeah,
day.
so.
The episode where Arnold was doing karate, and the guy asked him where the bus stop was, and Arnold reacted and just beat the hell out of him, and the clothes just ripped off, like that almost. There's a photo going on social media. But he talks about how he beats Brock, but he also he couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe what happened after. Then they showed the photos of it, right? Showed photos of it. They shook hands. They embraced, right? And then he told us he spoke to his mom, and his mom was like, "Dummy, don't you know what's happening? Don't you know what's happening?"
All right.
He's acknowledging you. He acknowledges you. So basically, Brock Lesnar, two back-to-back SummerSlam, is acknowledging someone.
Replanting those seeds.
He's like, first of all, SummerSlam 2022, he acknowledged Roman Reigns. And now a year later, he's in the same event, almost a year to the date, he's acknowledging Cody Rhodes. And he wants another challenge. The best out there in the world. And what do you know? Cue in Seth Rollins music, who came out to some shitty ass yellow Croc boots.
Correct term. Those are the mischief Croc boots, sir.
Whatever. They're Crocs, okay? They're Crocs. Giant, big ass Crocs.
Outside of those big boots, Mischief makes some good other stuff.
Are they the ones that make the reverse sneaker? They're the ones, right?
Maybe. But I know they make, because every streetwear brand has to make their silhouette of the Air Force One.
Babe.
Their silhouette of the Air Force One looks great. So sooner or later, I will buy a pair.
Philly ready? Is that for Philly?
Maybe.
So out comes Rollins. And if you remember, Mike, if you remember, if you watch the Cody documentary, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the Cody documentary, he said that him and Rollins don't get along.
Right.
They're not friends. If you watch, I think it was the interview that he did with Sam Roberts, I think it was. Not Sam. He insinuated that he will never wrestle Rollins again.
Well, I'm pretty sure
he will never wrestle Rollins again. And all that. Even though, yes, Cody has a newfound respect for Seth Rollins, all you want. Because Rollins approved. Okay, yes, I'll face Cody. Right?
That story makes sense as well because A, the documentary, and B, from the documentary, him loathing everybody that was quote unquote Dusty's kids. And Seth Rollins was one of Dusty's kids. So that's where the hate comes from.
Also, some breaking news. Little UFC news here. It's official at UFC 293. The main event, September 9th in Sydney, Australia. Dana White just announced, this is coming out of Air Hawaii's Twitter account, it's going to be Israel Adesanya defending the middleweight title against Sean Strickland. Yes. But just going back to that real quick, though. Yes, again, they said they'll never face off. But again, you can tease it. You can tease it. And that's what they did here, right? Them going back and forth. Out comes the Judgment Day. That being Damian Priest. It was Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, and Dominic Mysterio talking about how, when it comes to the titles, it's the Judgment Day who decides who gets the title match. They are in control of all that, right? When it comes to the world title, Damian Priest has a say in what goes on because he is Senior Money in the Bank.
Hey, Benito.
Hey Benito, yeah, hey Benito. And they started, and out of nowhere, Finn comes out of nowhere from another side of the building, and they start attacking Rollins and Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And who makes the save? Sami Zayn, because God damn it, his partner isn't around, so let's put him something to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get him something to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're brawling, they're making the save, and what do you know? Cody Rhodes grabs the mic and says, "You know what? You guys want to go so badly? Here's what we can do. Myself and my friend Sami Zayn will team up with the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins in a 6-man tag, playa."
Yeah.
And that was the main event. They set up the main event. Again, I love what they're doing here. They were teasing that, it's going to be Rollins and Cody for the title, which, listen, they're not going to do that. They're not going to. Makes you think now what they're going to do with Cody. We'll get into that later on, of course. But
right.
You need the Judgment Day to look a little bit dominant here, considering what happened at SummerSlam, right? With Finn being Finn the Mud, right?
Finn the Mud, bro.
And you go backstage and you see some dissension. Or later on in the night, like they're arguing, that being Rollins and Cody, because Rollins wasn't happy that Cody just put him in this match. And again, Sami trying to be the peacemaker here. Guys, we got to get along here, guys. We got to get along. The Judgment Day have done a lot of damage. And we just got to get together and just, in other words, what I normally say here, no more fucking around.
Mm-hmm.
So they made a truce.
Yeah.
So then we see but Mike, your thoughts on all this, though, Mike? Your thoughts on all this?
It was funny to see Sami playing Peacemaker when he was destroying another faction. And also, Cody was the Peacemaker in bringing Kevin Owens and Sami back together. So it's like a full circle with a line in it. Yeah. It's like a shortcut almost. You just see the parallels connecting. Yeah. It's pretty good to see the continuity on WWE television, because we rarely get continuity, and this is good continuity.
Yeah. So then we see Adam Pearce backstage in the inner room, with Chad Gable, Ricochet, Tommaso Ciampa, and Matt Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
All of them in one room.
Why is that a pause?
I don't know, all of them in a room. Just in case. In case someone says it, just in case. You know what I mean? So basically, him saying that, you know what, you all are kind of right now in the mud. In other words, right? And basically, that's what he said, right? In other words, they're all in the mud, right? When you think about it,
yeah.
In some way, shape, or form, they're all in the mud right now. And we're going to do something to get you guys out of the mud. Redemption, that is, right? Fatal four-way.
Mm-hmm.
The winner gets a shot at the Intercontinental Champion, Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone making their claim, what have you. They're making their claim, they'll be the next champion. And Chad Gable, who I totally forgot was from Minnesota. I totally forgot.
Minnesota!
Yes. When I heard that, I'm like, okay, they're going to give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Considering what happened last week with him and Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
And Gunther being that he has, less than 30 days from breaking the record.
Mm-hmm.
I thought their fatal four-way was a chef's kiss, bro. Mind you,
it was a really good match.
Mind you, the first hour was commercial-free.
Yeah,
which I know there was picture-in-picture, but still, I don't mind it. It was commercial-free. Normally, when it was commercial-free, the rest of the show is going to be rushed. Didn't feel rushed, though.
No.
And I thought their fatal four-way was magic. It brought me back to NXT days almost.
Yeah, it felt like an NXT after Takeover type of show. Like,
yeah.
not the show that they filmed at Takeover, but the show that they filmed after that.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. That match in particular. Everyone got their shit in, right?
Yeah.
Great back and forth. You could have thought anyone could have won it. It was all said and done. Chad Gable picked up the W, and he pinned Ciampa. Of all people, he pinned Tommaso Ciampa. And it was great because, you know, when the match was over with, he celebrates with his son, who was in the front row, dressed like him, ran a lap with him around ringside. And it was good to see because, again, you're under the impression Gunther's close to breaking the record. Could Chad Gable be that threat? Which I don't think he's going to beat him, but he's going to give him a great match. Again, they showed that they could have a good match. Even if it was for 5 minutes in a quick little impromptu match, you give these two guys 15 minutes on an episode of Monday Night Raw. Let it go over 2 commercials, what have you. If you want to go 3 commercials, that's fine. But let them go out there and let them steal the show.
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
And I think, again, also, someone like Chad Gable, someone of his size, can work very well with guys that are bigger than him in the ring. Yep. Look when he was back when he was Shorty G, which I know people don't want to remember. But the match that he had with Corbin back in the day, I'll never forget, dude, in NXT. This was during the first Dusty Classic. It was Corbin and Rhino versus American Alpha.
Yep.
Chad Gable received arguably the best
Deep Six.
Yeah, that and the other move.
End of Days.
The End of Days. The best End of Days that Baron Corbin ever delivered on somebody. And the Deep Six. So you already know they're going to go out, they're going to kill it.
Yeah.
Mike, your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, man. I thought going all the way back to when they were putting the match together, I thought this was going to be a way to get Ricochet, you know, in the title picture for him to lose, because pretty much whoever is winning this match is losing. So it's like, okay, you know, this gets Ricochet in the picture. They're in Minnesota, cool. I totally forgot that Chad Gable's from Minnesota as well. And then I got smartened up to, hey, remember what happened last week with the 5-minute match? And I was like, oh, okay. Okay, and then the match happened. A really good match. That freaking what would you want to call that? The German Tower of Doom suplex,
bro. That shit was sick. That could have gone wrong in so many ways.
Ricochet in particular, this dude turned a regular bump into Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan selling on steroids when he took that from the top.
It was sick, dude. It was fucking sick. And again, it could have gone wrong in so many ways. There's a moment where I thought, okay, Chad Gable was like hurt a little bit. It took him a while to get there. And they're waiting. I'm like, okay, what's taking them so long just to do this fucking move?
Yeah, because I think he got clocked earlier in the match off a dive, and I was like, oh crap, I saw that. And like I thought he was concussed because he took like a forearm to the face. Excuse me. Still getting over the cold. But he took a forearm to the face, then turned around and took an elbow to the face on 2 dives. So I thought he was loopy for the rest of the match.
Yes.
But that didn't turn out to be the case.
Yes. And again, a great win for Chad Gable. I don't know. I think did they say the match was next week?
They didn't announce when the match was. They just said he's getting a match.
Honestly, if they want to build it to payback, I'm all for it. Build this to payback. Again, you mean it's again, and especially since it's going to be in Pittsburgh, in that area, in the Northeast, where you know the fans are just again, and I don't mean to be that person here, but I will say it: the Northeast is the most rabid and passionate fan base for wrestling. And again, they're just going to eat this up, bro. They're going to eat this up. I also want to ask you real quick, because I know we're like couple of segments into the show and all that stuff. But this was the first Raw with the return of Michael Cole on commentary with Wade Barrett. I thought the production here, the commentary, top notch, bro. I love Cole here on commentary.
Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy how we're saying Michael Cole on commentary is excellent?
When like over 10 years ago, over 12
you were
years
telling
ago,
him to get the fuck off of commentary because he sucked.
Bro. Yes. We thought this guy was the worst. Fuck Michael Cole. Now, years later, oh my God. You know what it is too, bro? As you get older, you get to appreciate his contribution. You appreciate what he does.
You know what I compare it to?
Cena.
Yes. We're here.
It was Cena, bro. It was Cena.
Yeah, he is the Cena of commentators.
Yeah, I guess so.
We just agreed.
Yeah. I would say that. I would say that. He is basically
like his come up, not like him being the greatest of all time as they book him, but
he
is the voice of WWE. as his build up through the think about it. This guy came in at the height of the Attitude Era as a Byron Saxton type, backstage announcer, getting beat up by DX every once in a while, show up in 98, 99, and getting a full-time gig in 02 on SmackDown.
Remember when Steve Austin gave him a beating?
Yeah, Steve Austin.
Heidenreich, take him to the back. Pause.
Yeah. He's singing him a poem, whispering sweet nothings into his ear.
Yes.
Ooh, what a visual.
Yes. Ugh.
Yeah.
But again, nothing against Kevin Patrick. I like Kevin Patrick. I'm not saying he's okay. It's just that, bro, Monday Night Raw is arguably, again, the longest weekly episodic show. Oh my God, I sound like a fucking bot when I say that. But to do commentary for Monday Night Raw and to be the play-by-play guy is a big responsibility.
Yeah.
And he's not there yet. I'm not saying that he is or he'll never be, but it's going to take time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's like an AEW, and I hate that I'm doing this because, oh my God, of course you guys can't go. You guys can't do a show without referencing AEW. Here it is. It's like they expect that from Excalibur to be the play-by-play guy,
right?
In the beginning of AEW,
and
it just wasn't it. Because he couldn't get out of that independent indie mindset. However, if you watch Collision, Kevin Kelly is amazing, bro.
Yeah. I would like to go to the recent comment up here, please.
Which one, Romeo?
Yeah.
I can't fault Cole. I can't fault Cole all these years. We ain't like him because it was Vince in his year. He was a company guy. Triple H let Cole be himself.
Well, sir, at one point in time, Michael Cole was a part of possibly the second best commentary team in WWE on SmackDown with Taz. When he was with Taz, they were really good. And Vince was in his ear.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, though, that was a different time, though, bro. It was a different time.
True that, but still.
It was
as time went on and the product changed,
and also
that's when it got bad.
And also factor in SmackDown at the time was a taped show on Tuesday that was airing on a Thursday. Keep that also in mind.
But that still, has some validity.
I guess so. I guess
you can blame Vince. Yeah, Vince was a big part of the reason why he sucked for 10 plus years.
But let's move on here. Let's move on here. From there, we got Shinsuke Nakamura, who we will talk about later on in the show. Against Big Bronson Reed. God, I hate how they're calling him Big Bronson Reed.
Reed.
I hate that. It's definitely a Vince move. This is a Vince move, right? Big. Oh, pal, you look at him. He's big. Big Bronson Reed.
BBR.
I guess so.
You don't want to change that last letter. That's
Nah,
all
you
I'm
don't.
saying.
I know.
You don't want to call him Big Bronson Coleman.
Or gosh darn it, Mike. Gosh darn it, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So Nakamura versus Bronson Reed. They gave them time to go out there. I will say that. I thought, it was a very good back and forth for what it was worth. But when it was all said and done, Nakamura picked up the W, man. And again, won't be the last time we saw Nakamura on the show. Mike, your thoughts on the match?
Yeah, I thought the match was good. I was kind of shocked that Nakamura won because I wasn't putting two and two together on what they might do. I think nobody probably knew that we were going to see Nakamura again, but the match itself was really good. It's good to see them putting some momentum behind Nakamura, even though I thought it kind of extinguished a tad bit for Bronson Reed because he had a little bit of steam behind him too. It probably won't hurt Bronson Reed, but that ultimately took you to where you were and propelled him into the world title picture off of one match.
Yeah, absolutely. That's when Vince viewed SmackDown as the ugly stepchild. That is true. So from there, Mike, we got Becky Lynch backstage. We got Becky Lynch backstage. And she talked about her match with Trish Stratus coming up. And what do you know? She gets interrupted.
Yeah.
By
Shayna Baszler.
No.
Oh, no, I'm keeping on your heels. She gets interrupted. Shoot, I forget. I blanked out of here for her match. I mean, not her match, her segment. Jackson Holiday.
Yeah, Zoe Stark, a.k.a.
Yeah.
Jackson Holiday.
Jackson Holiday. Me and Romeo were like, me and Romeo said something crazy about Jackson Holiday.
Wow,
on the watch along. I'm not gonna repeat it. You have to go and watch it.
Do me a favor. Write it down here real quick, just so I get an idea of it. If you can.
Okay.
And then I'll get an idea. But basically, there I go. I almost called her Jack. I almost called her about what you call her. Zoe Stark. Again, talks about how she is the real baddest woman in WWE and the fast is rising. And then this led to Shayna Baszler to make her way out. Bruised eye and all, arm in a cast, it looks like, and confronts Zoe Stark. To which Becky's like, you know what? This seems like they need to be a match between the two of you. This made Adam Pearce come out and made an impromptu match while Becky was at ringside drinking lemonade. Sipping on that lemonade. And listen, I thought this match went longer than what it needed to be. This should have been like a squash match considering that. But then again, I get it. Shayna has some injuries, right?
Uh-huh.
I felt like this match should have been not as long, but I felt like the right person at the end won.
Yeah.
That being Shayna Baszler.
Yeah. I did not watch this match.
Of course.
I saw the beginning of the match, and then I left to get my food and came back, and the match was over.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, you read it. Okay. Yeah.
He said I'm not gonna read it out loud, but I don't want to upset the sponsors here, Mike. If you get what I'm saying. So there was that. I mean, that's what happened with this match. We're getting next week. We're getting next week, Mike. We are getting Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch in Canada, in Winnipeg.
In Winnipeg, Manitoba,
Canada.
Canada.
Then backstage, we see that Nakamura. Well, because again, here's the thing about it, right? So we see backstage, right? Finn Balor and JD McDonough were having a conversation, right? They're having a convo backstage, right? And this is not the only time we see JD McDonough.
Right.
This led to.
I thought this segment was great.
It was great. It was a great segment. It was great. Damian Priest, like, hey, why did you not come out with us, right? What's going on with you, right? And they're playing the blame game on whose fault it really was SummerSlam and what have you, right? And then Rhea Ripley came in there to make the peace. And then JD made a suggestion. Hey, I know this is not my place, but I think the reason why there's a tension between you two because of that Money in the Bank briefcase. My advice to you is to get rid of it. To get rid of it.
All right. Beautiful line. The way you delivered it.
Yes, beautiful, bro. And again, bro, listen, isn't it great, bro? The old man goes away. And Paul, again, bro, one of our investors, bro. My boy, your boy, everyone's boy, Paul, right?
Yeah.
Picking up where he left off, yo.
Mm-hmm.
You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Basically, again, Mike, you just love to see it, bro. Like I just mentioned moments ago.
Yeah, I thought this segment was really good. JD
was,
McDonough's delivery was great. He was like, my suggestion. And he said, the reason why you guys have attention is because of that briefcase that's in between of you. My suggestion is to get rid of it. And then he just walks away. Just mic drop, get rid of it.
Yes.
And then Damien's like, who is this guy? Hey, Benito, who is this guy?
Yes. Which was great, dude. But again, that's the last time we see JD McDonough. They're planting the seeds, man. They're planting it, man. They're planting a little seeds there, right? We've seen also backstage, Mike, Maxime Dupree and Ludwig Kaiser backstage, and it led to, again, I guess is the fact that Chad Gable is challenging Gunther, and they're talking about that match, and it led to Maxine slapping Ludwig Kaiser. But before that, Otis got in the middle of this and basically challenged Ludwig to a match later on in the night, which we'll get into that in a little bit as well. But we'll get to it right now. We got Ludwig Kaiser and Otis. This match didn't really go as long.
Comedy match, it is what it is.
Yeah, basically Ludwig got the win here. But basically this was a coordinated attack from Gunther, Giovanni Vinci, and Kaiser. And they were able, again, to seal the win over Otis. And again, just to get Chad Gable's attention, because hey, man, we're gonna make you feel miserable after you won early in the night. Now we're gonna make you suffer a little bit. Now we're gonna fuck with you now.
Yeah.
To get this because you're gonna be challenging for the title again. You can build this up until Payback, bro. I'll be fine. I'll be fine with that.
I would too.
Completely fine with that, man. I really, really will. From there, we got what's it called? We got a backstage. They played back videos from Tribal Combat. We know how everyone feels about that already. A lot of mixed emotions. It is what it is. Okay. What we do know is that it made this official. This Friday on SmackDown, Jimmy Uso is going to, I guess, re-enter the Island of Relevancy. He's going to re-acknowledge the Tribal Chief. And I know there's reports that came out today about Roman being injured. there's reports that from what I've heard, that Roman he hurt himself during the spot in the beginning of the match.
Yeah,
of Tribal Combat.
it was that spot where I was like, "Holy crap!"
Yes,
The dive on the outside.
Yes. Now I don't know what the injury is. We don't know what we don't know how long they're going to be out for. But I've heard people say, "Oh, they got to take that title off of Roman." No, they don't. No, they do not.
You thought you was slick, huh?
Y'all
thought y'all was slick.
Y'all motherfucker thought y'all was slick. Oh, it's time now to get those belts off of Roman Reigns. No, you know what's gonna happen? Hey Seth, overtime, buddy, overtime.
Either overtime on that, or they're gonna have somebody in Roman's place being honorary tribal chief while he recuperates, and gonna get pissed off when they don't succeed.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Remember when JBL? This go back to like 2004.
Mm-hmm.
When JBL was champion, he wrestled the Undertaker at SummerSlam, right? And JBL got choke slammed into the limousine and all that stuff, and JBL was hurt. He had a neck brace on and the things on, right? The brace, right?
Yeah.
They had Orlando Jordan defend the title for him while he was hurt.
Yep.
They probably will do that, but honestly, I don't want to see that. No. I think Roman takes time off. He'll take time off as planned. You have Rollins do overtime.
Yeah.
Have him wrestle on Friday night. Let him wrestle on Monday night. Again, Rollins wants to be the fighting champion, right?
Yeah.
He wants to elevate that title, right? Now is the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now is the time.
Now's the time.
Injury doesn't seem that serious if you work the rest of the match. That may be true, but again, we don't know what the report is. I have no clue. We don't know what's going on with that.
So, Dolores.
What's going on, Dolores? All is well with you. I'm sick of this Otis, and he gotta fight for a girl shit. Hey, but it is what it is. It's entertainment. You gotta have a little bit of comedy bits here, something that's a little ridiculous, I guess, on the show. So from here, Mike, we got what I thought was one of the best back and forth promos probably in a while between LA Knight and The Miz, because The Miz earlier in the night was mad that LA Knight made Miz become like second fiddle because of a photo shoot. And also factor in that LA Knight did win that Slim Jim Battle Royal.
Yeah.
So Miz feels some kind of way about it. He won the Battle Royal, and then took over a photo shoot. So Miz felt mad about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Miz comes out, and then out comes LA Knight.
Right.
And they both went back and forth, dude. They went back and forth, and I thought this was amazing. This
really good. This was the semi big test for LA Knight.
Yeah, you have him with The Miz, and if you can get over with The Miz, which everyone basically does, you're set.
You're set. Yeah.
And it's crazy because Miz talked about how early on in his career, right, being kicked out of the locker room, being told, "Oh, you're gonna be gone in 3 months." They're being booed out of the locker room for eating chicken and some of the crumbs falling on a shirt. I think it was a referee shirt. Yeah. Having to dress outside the locker room for a while, for a hot minute back in the day, overcoming all these adversities, right? To headlining WrestleMania, being a 2-time Grand Slam champion. Basically, again, saying all his accolades, right? And again, say what you want about The Miz. Miz is a ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
And, what has LA Knight done for the last 20 years? And it's kind of crazy because I feel like they both similar to each other. They're both in a way like parallel to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. It's like the yin and yang type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that from it.
It's like the salad to the crouton almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
pretty
that.
much.
You know? And again, someone like LA Knight, who again, scratch and clawed. I was waiting on the independent scene. If you ever watched him in TNA when he was Eli Drake, you already know how good he was back in the day.
Dummy, yeah. Dummy, yeah. Dummy, yeah.
You know? And if you want to find a promo similar to what we saw on Monday night with LA Knight and The Miz, there's a promo, I think, from 2016 in TNA, in Impact Wrestling. Eli Drake and EC3 on a segment of Fact of Life. You have to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever did, Mike, or anyone in the
No,
chat
I
ever did.
I haven't.
But the promo is so similar in a way. And it brought me back. It brought me back to that. Do that at a time when I was watching Impact. Keep that in mind.
What year was this? 2016?
2016 around there. 2016. Around 2016, like probably 2017. Right. And again, and I called called them safe, called them, how the company bet on many horses and they failed, Miz being one of them. Miz is a stepping stone, and then that made Miz go off, and then they brawled with LA Knight getting the upper hand, and I'm fine with that. And yes, the LA Knight did a little hiccup there. Yeah, he did. But
hey man, but he recovered. He recovered.
He recovered, man.
You know you're over and respected when the fans don't chant you fucked up.
Yes.
Because if the fans chant you fucked up, they don't believe in you.
Yes.
They lost all believability. They want you to succeed to the fullest if they don't chant that.
Walter writes here. Not many talkers like LA Knight and The Miz in today's era. Just the promos alone will make this feud good. Exactly, bro. Listen, the match could be shit for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying The Miz going to give LA Knight a 5-star match. But the story, the promos are going to make this shit make you want to watch the match.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm fine with that, bro. You know what? If you want them to feud for 2 months, 3 months, so be it, bro. So, that's a little too much now. All right. 2 pay-per-views. That's it. A pay-per-view and a Monday Night Raw. That's it.
I'll take it. Deal. I'll take it.
Deal. I'll take it. Yes, exactly. And I'm pretty sure next week Miz will get his comeuppance, and or he'll get his receipt. Well, he'll handle the receipt. He'll give the receipt if that's what I'm trying to say here. But you kind of
because honestly, we're conditioned to LA Knight losing so much. So when he does lose, he's gonna lose to the Miz. Just want to get you guys conditioned. If they do prolong this, he'll probably lose to the Miz first, and then he'll get his win back.
Yeah, but LA Knight gonna be fine, bro. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, what can
he's
go
gonna
wrong?
Be fine. Yep.
What can go wrong, right? Yeah, I'm not saying LA Knight gonna be the world champion by the end of the year. That's not happening. Which would be crazy if that happened. Which would be crazy if it did. But the man he's already achieved so much, bro.
Dude, this dude's on both brands.
Bro,
this dude's on both brands. And they gave him an endorsement deal for Slim Jim.
Dude, he's throwing the first pitch at the Mets game today.
He's coming. He's pause. He's coming.
He's Paul.
He's coming. Pause. He's on his way.
Exactly.
And I'm so proud for
him. Yeah. I am too, man. I am too. You know what, bro?
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
Hey, you can say that too.
I always knew he had it in him. I always knew, like, even when he was LA Knight back in the day, about Eli Drake in Impact Wrestling and even in NWA, I always knew he had it in him. Just a matter of time, but what company would bet on him, whether it be AEW or just the Fed. I felt like he made the right choice.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
But let's see where all this goes. Let's see where all this goes and stuff like that. And from there, we go backstage, and Nakamura's being interviewed, right? Nakamura being interviewed, and he gets interrupted. There was a brawl between JD McDonough and Shinsuke Nakamura, where they injured him. They took him out, basically.
Yeah.
And if you notice, I'm sure you've seen the photos, right, on Twitter. I know I did. There is this huge thing on Zayn's elbow, like a ball.
We reacted to it on Radio Raw Superstars.
Yeah,
and so much so, I even looked up what it actually was.
What is it?
I'll look it up again because I can't pronounce it.
Come on, in the mud,
bro!
Is
I can't.
Is it something to be?
No. It's called rumenoid nodules, something like that. Nodule. All right, I even show you image. It's called rumenoid nodules.
Rumenoid nodules.
Of the elbow.
You got a photo of it? You got a photo?
Yes.
Oh. It's look at this. Mike.
What?
Yes!
Let's go. Oh, what the hell? My bad. Let me get you out. There you go.
Thank you,
Spaz. You for that $10 Canadian. Was good, boy. Quick plug for my super fun, not at all controversial SummerSlam review. LOL. In all your favorite vid and pod places. Be good, boy. Be good, guys. Thank you, Spaz, for that $10 Canadian donation. If you guys feel generous, just like Spaz is right here, we do have the super chat enabled for you guys to leave us a donation. Again, everything goes to make this channel grow, make it better, and all that stuff. Again, we do have an announcement a week from now or so where we're going to be making some moves and all that stuff. So make sure, again, you guys join us for that as well. But thank you, Spaz. Again, guys, go check out Spaz. Go check out his not at all controversial SummerSlam review over on his channel and all his platform like Spotify, I think Apple Podcasts as well, and all those fun places. Go give him a listen. Right. So where were we, Mike? Yeah, that elbow thing. Yeah, similar to what Cena had back in 2013. I think also Adam Cole had it back in his day in Ring of Honor.
I said Sammy had a golf ball. Cena had a softball.
Yeah. It's still a bitch though, man.
To the point where everybody thought that JD McDonough actually hurt Sami Zayn. That's good use of something that looks terrible.
Yeah. Now, it's probably a good way to write him off. I mean, what do you do with the tag titles? I have no clue. But it looked horrible.
Yeah. And also Josh from Radio Raw Superstars. What's up, good brother, if you're watching. He said that he knew exactly what it was because Stone Cold used to get him in his knees. And he would always say, what the hell is those?
Yeah. So that led to later on in the night, Nakamura volunteering to step in.
Right.
For Sami Zayn.
No, I didn't even put two and two together with this until Romeo was like, they're getting ready to do what you said. And I was like, what is that? And he was like, they about to take – he about to be Seth's new opponent. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, WWE, cut the check. Cut the check, bro.
Yeah, exactly. From there, like I mentioned before, we got the Viking Raiders in a match.
Mm-hmm.
With the return of the New Day.
Glad to see them back.
Now, when I mean the New Day, I'm referring to Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. There's still no update on Big E. There's talks that he might return as a commentator, which I would not mind at all. Again, we don't know what's happening. Just keep that in mind. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy, just like you are, Mike, to see Kofi and Xavier back. The tag team division sort of does need, I'm not saying that the New Day are like a new face here at all, by no means, but it does need a little bit of a new flavor, if you will.
Yeah, but even though we do got some nice tag teams, if they rearrange them right for the greater cause, you got the New Day back, you got Judgment Day, you got the Hill Street Profits, you got Viking Raiders, you got
the Good Brothers.
You got the Good Brothers, but you got Alpha Academy. You got all these tag teams.
Good Brothers, Good Brother Catering Company.
Right. Well, you got all these tag teams. It's nice to add another good tag team to the division. Just use them right, please.
Exactly. Yes.
Because they're all meshed together now since it's undisputed.
Yeah. So that was good to see. And Pretty Deadly when they make their comeback again. But
exactly, you got Pretty Deadly as well.
It's a fun little match. Basically, it was a New Day getting the win here, and they basically hit the Trouble in Paradise and Limit Break combo on Eric for the win. So there was that. Again, good to see the New Day back. Good for them to get the win, and let's see where all this leads to, right?
Yeah.
From there we got the main event.
Yeah.
We got the main event. We got Seth freaking Rollins, Cody Rhodes, and Shinsuke Nakamura versus the Judgment Day. Before the match even took place, though, Raquel Rodriguez came out and attacked Mommy.
Yeah, she gave Mommy she threw Mommy a beating.
She threw a beating, and to the point where Mommy threw her shoe at her.
Yeah.
Threw the shoe at her, which was funny. But they had them break. Security broke this up. You had Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell break this up as well. And they took Raquel to the back. Again, you're planning. You're building up this program, this feud. Likely going to be at Payback, which I'm fine with. To me, it was too soon to have them wrestle at SummerSlam. It was too soon. So with that being said, the main event, I thought overall it was a very okay 6-man tag.
Right.
Everyone got their moment in the match, and as you would expect, Mike, Finn Balor lost.
Got pinned. Yeah.
Got pinned again.
Finn the mud.
He's in the casket right now, bro.
Yeah. Finn the casket.
He's in the casket right now. He after being hit with the crossroads. And everyone's celebrating. Even Sami Zayn came out after this, right? I guess to even things out too. And everyone's celebrating. And then Nakamura hits a Kinshasa on Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah, that little dastardly devil. You saw him the whole time not celebrating, just waiting for his moment. And he gave it to him.
And he walked away.
Did the Birdman hands as well, walking away. He did the Birdman hands.
Now factor this into no one. What's the word I'm looking for here? No one saw this coming.
No. Well, sort of, but no.
Sort of, but no, yes. The way I look at it, Shinsuke Nakamura finally had it. He was fed up. Fed up with everyone disrespecting him, interrupting him. And also, I figured, hey, he's tired of surfing. Now he wants to fight.
My body's all healed up. I'm ready to fight.
Hopefully, he goes back to the whole don't speak English.
Yeah.
Back when he was a heel in 2018.
Yeah.
But that's what's going to happen. Now, likely this will be a match for Payback. And come on, bro. Again, Cody, once again, being told that, hey, buddy, step aside right now. Not your time, buddy.
It's not your story to finish.
Not your story to finish. Yes, it's going to be Nakamura and Rock. Because next Monday, Seth Rollins not going to be calling out Cody Rhodes. He's calling out Shinsuke Nakamura.
No, he's calling out Shinsuke Nakamura.
And again, these two guys, We're gonna go out there, and again, I do remember they had a match, Survivor Series 2018, where they had a very fun match.
Yeah.
At the time, Rollins was the Intercontinental Champion, and Nakamura was the U.S. Champion.
Yep.
So there's not a doubt in my mind they're gonna go, or maybe it was 2019. No, it was 2018. I remember 2019 they did a triple threat with Nakamura, Styles, and Roderick Strong. But nonetheless, they're gonna go out there, they're gonna kill it. A title match for payback. And again, look at this, bro. Nakamura getting a title match for the world title, bro. Once again, after how many years, dude?
When was 34?
2018, bro.
Yeah.
We're talking 5 years later almost.
Yeah.
So good on him, bro. Good for him. Even if he's gonna lose to Rollins, it's gonna be a fun fucking match, bro.
Yeah.
But that was Monday Night Raw, bro. Again, a very exciting show, but more importantly, it makes me look forward to watching next week.
Yes.
I'm gonna give this Raw. And y'all may think I'm dick riding, whatever it is, what it is. I'm gonna give this an A.
I'm gonna give it an A as well. It is a 8.89999999.
Wouldn't that be a B then? Wouldn't that be
No, I'm giving it because it's literally this much shy of a 9 out of 9. That much shy.
Well, that's fine. But guys, let us know your thoughts. What grade would you give Monday Night Raw in the chat? If you have questions for us real quick, feel free to drop in your questions as well. Just to give you guys a heads up, we're going to be live later on tonight at 10 p.m. for ATP Raw.
Yeah.
After NXT. Make sure you tune in back in here at 10 p.m. Catch, I guess, the last couple of minutes of NXT with us, and then we'll get right into ATP Raw. That's going to be that's how it's going down. All right. But once again, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. You can follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Point Network. All right, in case you missed it, this past Sunday night, after myself and Walter landed back from Detroit, we did ATP Dominion. That was our little PLE that we did. And yesterday we did Steve's Kitchen, myself, Big Mike, and Walter, recapping our weekend in Detroit. And now here we are with the Raw Rundown. Look at that beautiful thumbnail, by the way. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
I outdid myself on this one. I outdid myself with this one here. And also, we'll be live tomorrow as well with Let's Talk NXT. Yeah, Mike, we got to bring it back. You know, we didn't do it last week.
We'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. I'll be watching.
We got to do it this week. We got to do it this week. We got to do one. All right. But you can follow me on X at Heel Steven. Big Mike, let them know where can the fine folks check you out.
You can follow me on the same social media that Steve just said at Detroit Gamer 313.
There you go. With that being said, guys, that's going to be it for us. For myself, for the ATP UK champ, Big Mike, ATP UK champ for now, but we don't know. Big Mike.
Hey, don't put that bad juju in the air. I'm still the champion. God dang it.
Hey, you never know, man. I heard our pal Steve Borden is watching from the rafter right now. So
screw Sting.
And for that being said, guys, that's going to be it for us. We'll see you guys later on today here for ATP Raw here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, everybody.
Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.